Okay, I'm just recording this. So, good evening, everyone. And today is going to be one of our first sessions for putting together all what we learned into action. We can go for some kind of a market analysis, trade analysis. We will receive questions. I will ask about logs, about trades, and we can see different aspects of the market, not only SPY or QQQ. I will show you some other things that I look at while trading, which are important. So let's start. Let me share my screen first. Can you see my screen? I think so. So this is actually the S&P 500 E-mini futures. It's very similar to SPY, different scale. Just we just need to divide by 10 to get an approximate figure of SPY value correspondence. Where are we? And I wanna go over what happened today. So this is the 1 hour, but I think that we need to start from a little bit earlier. Let's go for yesterday first. Let's see what happened yesterday. It's 4th. Market starts at around 9:30, because this is extended time. So this is Monday, 4th, 9:30. And what happened is that, yeah, before we actually go to this, so many people ask me on the one-on-ones about how to set up their trading view, and maybe we can go very quickly on this. But this is completely plain one, and I'm gonna remove all indicators. So we got nothing here. So the first indicator that I would like to add is the RSI. So you just click once here, you will find the RSI down below. So, and I'm gonna go quickly over the RSI. RSI is an oscillator, means that values are gonna go up and down between 0 and 100. Over 70 is what we call overbought. Below 30 is what we call oversold. And this is gonna be very helpful as one indicator that you can consider. The nice thing about this, and I wanna show it to you, that if you go with your mouse here, and I'm assuming that this is a PC or even web. So if you're using a mobile phone, you can still go to Chrome and open Trading View in Chrome, and you can just see what you see right now. In case that there is a lot of differences between the mobile version, mobile application, and the web version, I prefer the web version. So another thing is I want to show you is that there are always settings for the RSI or any actually indicator. I like to have the RSI of 10. This will give you like 2 weeks of trading, and there is a nice thing here called show divergence, and we'll see this in a moment. So I'll talk about this, but for now, this is actually how you set up your RSI. And second indicator would be maybe, yeah, we will put some support and resistance. That's my own. You can get like something free like this one. Support and resistance channels, for example. Let's take this. This is accessible for everybody. Free. And again, you can always configure this. So the pivot period here is 10. We made it 10 like 2 weeks. And you can either go between high and low, meaning that you can consider the wicks or open close. You will find slight differences between both. Let's go with the standard. This is pretty much it. You can also put the volume. Yeah, put the volume too. Fine. So these are the 3 basic indicators that you need to put there. Okay, so this is just a review on how to set up trading case. Okay, so going back to the 4th at the beginning of the day, 9:35. Ever you zoom in here. So as you can see, this is at that time. If we actually replay, come here. Right. At this moment, we were at 514. SPY was very high, 514, and we were struggling to break this area. And this is break this area of resistance for a long time, I think since the beginning. So we haven't actually done any breakthrough over that area. And typically, and I think I told you last time we met, I think it was Saturday or Sunday, that I expect a correction to happen in the market, because we have been here for a long time and we were not able to break this resistance, as we will see in a moment also the Fibs, that area was at the top. We should see some kind of a healthy correction to continue moving up. Okay, so let's go a little fast here. I'll show you. So still we are struggling with the same area, and boom, here we actually broke over that resistance at 514. But what I expect here, as we learned before, is that before getting long, we should do what? We should wait for retest to know whether this is actually a good or a really breakout, or this is fake breakout. Let's see what happened. Retest failed. Retest failed. Mean that was a fake out. So everybody was looking at that time on 4th of March to take longs here, because this resistance of 514 was broken. Those 2 big candles, he probably lost. Though actually, to be honest, it's a little bit tricky because we went and retested this for us for a very short period, but I wouldn't take long here at all. Why? Because I have also the RSI very high here. So typically we should have waited for this and see how it's gonna react. But as you can see, it got rejected. And it's gonna be even clearer when we talk about it with the fib. And speaking about the fibs, we can actually take the fibs from here so that you can see the whole picture in front of you. So considering this is 5 minutes, I'm gonna take lowest point to the highest point here. And we can continue. Now I know that it's a little bit confusing because you can see the resistance and support along with the fibs. But anyway, if we are considering though this big spike started at Friday, March 1st, and we are building up our fib levels based on this price spike, we will find that we've been all the time still in that area, and we have only tested the 23 level 23 here on 4th of March, but it was actually before the month. Actually, if you want to see, this is actually before the market. And I think time. So during regular times, basically we only visited this once. Wait, changed. Yes. So we visited this level 23, 23.6 level only once, acted as support, and then it came here. Now at the 0 level, got rejected, and then came here. Okay. And again, this support stood, and we got this gain rejection, but then a breakout will happen soon, that level, which we don't know whether this is actually a resistance or support because this is all-time high. All what we know is that once this happens, we will have to change our fibs, because now that point here is not anymore the highest point on the price. So we have to change our fibs. Fibs are very dynamic, so we'll have to change it whenever actually the point B change. So still we are in a bullish trend. As you can see, there's a sharp rejection happened Monday the 4th, yesterday. Okay, this was at around 12. It's 2 o'clock, 2:50. Okay, our sell-off, which broke through the 23.6, and during, of course, there is a gap here, but we see it as a gap, but actually a lot happened after hours, and we got into today's session It's pre-market at this level, 68. Just typically golden zone or the OTE zone here. This zone 68 to 78, as we learned before. But guess what? Tried actually to break 61.8. Couldn't see the rejection. This is a fake breakout. This is a fake breakout. Why? Immediate rejection. And this is what happened today. Okay, starting now. At this point, if you want to do like day trading, it's a good idea to either to draw another fib, okay, which will give you the bearish momentum or the bearish trend, which happened only today. So you can do this here, for example. I know it's going to be a little bit confusing now. Remove drawing. We will just go one example here. Imagine that this is like 9:40 in the morning today, and we found that, oh, we already had a big gap. We gap down in the morning. So coming from all the way 5:15 to 5:09, that's a huge gap, 1.2%, huge gap. Okay, so now we can assume that today morning we were in a bearish trend, and this is how you really draw it. And we continue. Now every time it makes new low, you will have to change your fib. So it's a new low, it's a new fib. Fib has to be dynamic. And you can see here the other side, it's really oversold. Right? It's screaming. Well, and typically it should actually go and retest here the 236. It barely touched it, then got rejected here, and naturally it's going to go down again. And this confirms that we had a bearish trend in the morning. You can see here it went down again, the level. Now we have to change our fibs again. This is new low. Again, it broke that continuation. That's a continuation of the trend. Okay. So this is again another breakout for another resistance. So this was actually a support level which got broken. But then what happens is it found support here at the 562, 506, and then bounced back up high at the end of the day, breaking the 23.6. So the question that everybody is asking, okay, what's going to happen tomorrow? Are we going to continue with this this bearish trend, and maybe this is gonna, maybe it's gonna go up here to the 38.2 and then go down again and continue, right? Or it is going to continue the bigger time frame fib. So if this is the smaller time frame fib that we're talking about here, but there is a bigger one, let's say here. Take it here. I don't know how to draw this. It's gonna be really. Let me delete the. So which one it will be? Because on the bigger one, you see we are still at the 38.2. As you can see, we just tried to break it and then we're going up again. So based on that, you can also assume that it's gonna continue going to the 32.6, and even if it went down again, it might find support here and then continue upside. So two scenarios: either we go down, and of course it's always two scenarios, either go down or go up. It's always like that. But how can we really figure out? This is a big problem, and this is where actually I'm gonna tell you how to get more educated. For example, here we have the RSI. It's really very high, which is overbought. So in all cases, I expect a dip to happen in the morning. Small dip at the minimum. So from 509, maybe it's gonna cool down a little bit, maybe to 508, just enough this RSI to cool down. And we talked about the setup of the RSI, and we enabled something called a diversion, right? So this is what it gives you. It gives you some kind of indicator that the selling pressure over time is decreasing. The momentum is decreasing over time. This is what it shows here as a bullish diversion. So this is one indicator. Another indicator is actually to look to something called VIX. So the VIX is a volatility index. Who here knows about VIX? You can unmute yourself. Oh yeah. Wait. Somebody was talking. Somebody wants a black screen. Sorry, I haven't seen this. Somewhere here. Actually, background. Yes, background. Like, is this better? Lorraine, is this better? Anyway, it's gonna be a little bit difficult. I don't know. I don't like it. Everybody can see this? I think so. Okay. So the VIX is the volatility index. Of course, there's no volume for the VIX because it's not actually an asset. But the VIX index measures the volatility in the sense when there is uncertainties or panic in the market, the VIX goes higher. The volatility gets higher. And when investors and the market are relaxed, people are actually buying and trust market goes lower. So what happened today is gonna be typically inversely proportional to what you see on SPY. So if the SPY is selling off, this means that the VIX is going up. If SPY is being bought or the market is going up, the VIX is going to go down immediately. So it's often helpful to see how this index is doing. And as you can see here, we have been in this boring area for quite some time, which we have seen also on the SPY, which is sideways in a range, boring. If we also apply the fib here, we can apply fib on everything. Like this is the lowest, and this is the highest. Not really. Yeah, so this is actually better. So you can see in the fib side, the VIX is in a bullish trend. Bullish means what? VIX is bullish means that the market is bearish. Okay, so they are always inverse each other. But now we can see that there is an area of support here, which can give me an indicator that the VIX might go back up to this area. 1, 2, 3. This is a strong support. And again, when VIX finds support, this means that SPY is going to go down. So this is giving me a little bit of more lights on where we can go tomorrow. So tomorrow, at least in the beginning of the session, this is another indicator that we might go a little bit down, unless something happened on the aftermarket, which forces the VIX to go through all these levels. So what do we want? If we are bullish, we want the VIX to go down. Okay. If we are bearish, we want the VIX to go up. Okay. One more thing that we can look at, DXY, which is the US dollar index. And again, dollar index is inversely proportional with the market. Why? Because when people buy stocks, what are they using? They're using US dollars, which means that they are selling US dollar and they are buying stock. So the more the people buy stock, the lower the dollar index. Of course, the dollar index has other parameters affecting it, like, you know, world peace or politics, or Trump has said something, or Biden has, you know, I don't know, he fell into some kind of the stairs or whatever. But it's another indicator to look at. Okay, how is the dollar doing? I'm sure that at this specific time, with this big, huge red candle, something happened in the market. And you wanna test this? Let's see. But this was at March 5th at 10 a.m. Okay, let's go. Let's see, SPY. March 5th, 10 a.m. Nothing happened really, but very big candle here. But for sure, in the Dixie, something like this forces it to go down. Should be something. Yeah. Anyway, so this is how to look to the market in different different views. We can also go over some of the catalysts that might affect tomorrow's session. So like today, this is crowd. And I know that crowd had earnings today, okay, and it beat it by fat 15%. Let's look to extended hours. Wow, see this? Wow. Oh my god, that's what? That's 27.61. Okay, here is an idea for you. Tomorrow morning, the retail and institutes want to get a piece of the cake. So, a very good lotto to play tomorrow morning is to buy crowd calls. Only at the beginning, only in the first minute, at the bell. Because what will happen is that at least to this level in the morning, I'm pretty sure, like 80%, this is not gonna stay like that. There should be some kind of continuation. Okay, and Lorraine, what do you mean by red folder? So that's that's something to keep an eye on, and you have to be very fast to take this call. If you like, you can make a market order for one of the calls just before the open. Try your luck. Be expecting that the price that you're gonna see, like for example, if I went to Webull right now, and again, I like also Webull and web. So you can still see the screen, right? Okay. So options trader. Lorraine, you better explain to me what red folder means. I'm not familiar with that. So let's see. See crowd. Okay. Now let's see all of these calls. So this is for definitely March 8th. And the current price is 297. Okay. Wow. Oh, that's gonna be very expensive. So $22 IV is crushed. Okay, but whatever it is, if you want to like, for example, you want to take something like the cheapest is $18. That's not gonna be easy. Maximum. Yeah, this is a max. $15. It's gonna be like, I don't know, 297. It's already 297. This is gonna be almost in the money. But the IV is gonna work out. Anyway, you can in the very beginning of the session, you can actually check this screen and see if you can afford any call. That's gonna be something that you can win comfortably. For these kind of things, it's very difficult to alert or to tell people, oh, take. Very difficult because it moves so fast. But anyway, going back here, this is one of the things that we could see. And I'm gonna pause here for a moment for questions or requests. That's a free session. We can discuss anything to trading. If you don't want to ask me, I'm gonna ask you about your. So you better, somebody better actually ask.
Can you show me? Can you show me again where the you said VIX? Is it VIX or VAX?
Yeah, VIX, VIX. Volatility S&P 500. So, so it's completely opposite to SPY. Forget about the numbers here. Numbers are not significant, but this is just a scale where how is the volatility in the market. The lower the scale is, the less the volatility that bullish. And it's not a surprise to find that we have been at the lowest of this index maybe since they invented it when we went to the all-time high for SPY, right? Here, this is a low. I don't think that we never be lower. Maybe it's been lower. Here, when was that? That was December 23rd. I'm sure that this was another time of all-time highs for SPY. Yeah, regardless. So we are at very low level right now. And the lower we go, the higher the market will go. As you can see, it bounced back off this support here. Up, up, up. And all the way here. It can go even more. As we have seen, that's now acting as a resistance for it. But this is again the 1 hour. So if you want to see the big picture, and this will correspond to the bigger picture bullish trend that we have on SPY, the VIX is being rejected at this level. It means that's going to go down. This means that the bullish momentum continues. It's going to recover. So SPY here, we have a great support here. The big support, this area, which it managed actually to hold today. So this gives us some hope that tomorrow, if things. So here's the deal: if tomorrow we were green means that if we continue to go up, it's not necessary actually to reach all-time high. If we continue to go up, somewhere here, in my opinion, we will continue actually to the all-time highs by the end of the week. I'm betting on this. However, in the case that this strong support, RIP all the calls, because guess what? we don't have any good support until the 40. Yeah, 494. Of course, you can get local supports here and there, but these are the really big. Now, what's dragging this? And I'm typing this with a smiley evil, the evil smile on my face, because whoever talked to me before knows how much I dislike Apple anyway. So this is what's bringing this market down. And the problem with SPY in general, S&P 500, is that the whole index is being held by the Magnificent Seven. 7 companies holding the entire index, the S&P 500. And this is, in my opinion, and as a humble financial person, not saying expert or anything, it is very, because any of these companies screw up, like for example Apple, and it's not a secret that if you ask anybody who's Apple fan, what's actually the last new product that Apple has actually created, and guess what, nobody's gonna remember. What did actually Apple invent in the last 10 years? Yeah, I'm gonna actually, guys, let you.
No, I'm gonna sue you actually.
I'm gonna let you answer this. What did Apple invent in the last 10 years? Invent. Anybody can answer this? Go ahead, challenge him. That's what I thought. Nothing. Also, see Google from here, there, that's big drop. So those 2 companies I'm bringing down, and of course the steam on Nvidia. Although I think that Nvidia is gonna recover. I mean, see the difference between those 2 charts that I showed you, like Google and Apple, and then Nvidia. Nvidia is obviously is going up, but with 2 like Apple and Google and the Magnificent Seven, it's really putting a pressure on the end. Nvidia looking actually good. See, this support is holding, and we wanna go. And the reason I don't trade Nvidia a lot is that the contracts are very expensive most of the time. So typically, I don't find that people are gonna buy their call. See here, this 23.6 is aligned with the support that we talked about, perfectly aligning, and it's holding. You want to take it from wick to wick or close to wick. Yeah, so we can still continue actually the upper side. Okay, I'm gonna pause here a moment for question. Okay, if nobody wanna ask questions, I'm gonna ask about trades. I'm gonna pick someone and they can tell me a trade that they have done recently. Are you guys ready? Okay, let me actually give a chance for people to volunteer first, because I know some people will say, okay, my mic is not working, or whatever. But somebody want to volunteer and tell us about something that they traded recently and they want to talk about it? You made a good trade, or made a fantastic profit, or you exit early, or you lost, whatever it is. I would like to hear these stories and discuss it with you guys. No one? I think that this session is not interesting for everybody. Oh, I hear someone. No?
Okay, I'll volunteer.
Go ahead.
Okay. I took one and
I'm sorry, maybe something wrong with my connection, but I heard only half what you said.
what half did you hear?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Yeah, can you please repeat?
Okay, trade today. I took here. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, you took one of man's trades today. Okay.
Okay, it was
Yeah, let me
and I jumped in.
check what he did. Two trades today, I think.
I took the spy 511C.
Okay,
Can you hear me?
511C.
Yeah.
Yes, this was at 6:47 in the morning. Let's check this out. I love replaying. I like. Oh, let's move all the drawings and in time to that was 9. Wait, oh, 1 hour.
And actually, I know better. Once the trade is over, it's over. I jump back in, and I lost a little nothing. That's it. That's all.
You said that. Okay, so let me just go here back in time. It was 9:49. Wait, 511 call. 9:47. 9:46. Yeah, somewhere here, right?
Yeah, which is 6:37 California.
Okay. And then what happened?
I did well. I got in and got out of a nice profit, but it was still going up and up. And I thought, this is going to fly. And I just kept doing it. And I shouldn't, I should have been okay and not be greedy. And it's just a lesson. I just wanted to pass on to other people. Just move along.
Great. I mean, wait. No. Oh, it's not gonna do replay for that. Yeah, he got it here. 9:45. Yeah, you know what? I saw that. And I don't know. I felt that still. I was not very confident in it, as you can see a little bit in the beginning, right? And then, okay, I have to tell you this, and this is my honest opinion. This was very lucky, to say that. That's very lucky. Maybe he took it based on the RSI, because I don't see. Let's see the fib. Just want to do a retro about this, and I want to teach you guys how to pick the trades to take. Okay, like to be somewhere here when he took that, right? So maybe a reversal here at the 0 level, but that's not enough. Here, like if I'm seeing this 947, probably he took it in the next candle. You could hear on this level when he saw this indecisive. Maybe he saw that, but I would say that this big candle was completely unexpected, and it was in a very good volume, but actually a fake breakout, because see what happened in the next candle.
Mhm.
I would say that was key. And this is why the only trade I took today, I took it as a swing for the end of the week, because I didn't want to play today on 0GT, to be honest. I didn't find anything I liked. Every play that I looked at 0GT, I found problem. Like taking calls here is a problem. Even taking puts is even a problem. Like I don't know how this is gonna extend, right? We never know. We are already here in the area of oversold and good volume, so I don't want to chase. So
Well, I got in at 38 and got out at 51.
yeah, I'm glad that you big candle. I'm just saying that it was short lived, and it's good that
Yeah,
you caught
wow.
that, because the next candle was like, wow, that was a huge candle. Actually, I can see Man here. Man, you are here, right?
Yeah, but I can't really talk right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That because
sorry about that.
we were discussing one of your trades, and I really don't know what you were looking at when you took this trade, but it was a winning trade for you, that one that you took in the morning. But then I was just seeing on the chart on the replay, and I have seen like immediately after you took the profit, a very big red candle actually appeared. So that was like, wow.
Yeah, that was insanely risky right there. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to drop that much because at the moment I'm just going based off the overall market, and I'm just thinking tech is gonna like push the stock market up, you know. So I mean, I looked at it; it looked like it bottomed a little bit, and I think there's a good bounce that could happen. That's the only reason why I signaled it.
Yeah, so I kind of said almost the same thing, that was a risky one, to say the least.
It wasn't a great trade either. It went like what 10 or 20 something percent, and that was it. And then it just like went down. So yeah, luckily we got out quick before that one took off like down. You know, that wouldn't have been good.
Yeah, my goal here with the academy members is to show them these trades and make a retro, so that actually they can understand in the future. Let's say that you have taken this trade here, and you have the fibs drawn here. You should know that you take profits here. Cannot continue. Now this is the 5 minutes. Maybe you wanna go to the 3 minutes. Maybe it's gonna be a little bit clearer, but on the 3-minute chart, you have, see, what is that? Does anybody know what is this candle? We got this candle in the academy. Started this candle. No, oh my god, nobody knows this? This candle? Come on.
We went over that in the slides.
Yeah, I mean,
It was there in the slides a lot. I think 2 or 3 times.
yeah. Tell them, man, what's that? Here.
The hangman?
That's one good answer.
Hammer or hangman?
We have actually two answers. Some people are saying hanging man, or some people are saying hammer.
At the farthest point from Earth's center. Was Chimborazo. You're correct.
Doji?
Highest peak was called Strobe.
Doji. That's a third answer. I'm not,
pushing down.
I'm not gonna answer.
Shooting star.
We have a fourth answer here. Shooting star. You know what? I'm gonna make a quiz actually on these candlesticks next week. Yeah. Right. Who said shooting star?
This is DY Turner, but I'm driving. I can hardly see my phone. But that's what it kind of looked like. Or the breath. But no, it's going below the body. So, but it's hard for me to see. I'm almost home.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So let's actually forget about what's the name of this candlestick for a moment. Okay, and let's look. What does it mean? And this is what's important for me. I don't care what the name is. What I care about is the price went up all the way. Okay, so the price went all the way up here. Okay, to this price, 5110, and then the selling pressure took it down to this level, and it ended in red. Means that the selling pressure was even higher than the buying pressure, and this for is not a very good indicator if you are long. If you are long or in a call, you would like actually to see more of red candles, right? But sorry, green candle. Sorry, but a candle with that wick and turns red, this makes me worried. And why I said it doesn't matter actually the name, because it might disappear in the next one. See, and the next time frame you don't find this. What's this? This is even easier. This is an engulfing candle. The candle here already engulfed the green one, right? And this is why I'm telling you guys, you need to look more than one time frame. So first of all, congratulations for everybody who still remembers the candlesticks. This is very good. Okay, but what I want you to remember is that you need to see more than one time frame. If you are in a trade, okay, this is important. So here, let's look to the 2 minutes. You will find something else. But even in the 2 minutes, this is almost engulfing the candle. So see, this is even bigger than the last one. So what does this mean? It means a potential reversal is coming. A potential reversal is coming. Okay, not for sure, but it's potential. So once you see any of these signs and you are in a call, you immediately start to reduce your risk. Okay. So yeah, thank you, Len, for this experience that you shared. And as you can see, guys, whenever you share experiences, we learn new stuff. Every trade that you share with me and we put it here on the board, we learn new things. So I really strongly encourage you to tell me about your trades. The ones that you did good and the ones that you did not do very good. If you are okay, go ahead.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. You have another example, Lynn, that you want to share?
Oh no, no one else can chime in.
Yeah, sure. I will going here. Someone else want to share something with us, or everybody's tired and want to go to bed?
I did a trade on the 4th. I was SPY 516 call
Okay.
at 222, and it was supposed to expire the next day. Wow.
Oh, that is it the trade that I posted? 516?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's go to the 4th. It was the 4th, right?
It was on the 4th, yes.
And that's the 4th. Yeah, we had a very good run on the 4th. Let me get this to. Let me get. When did I put it? I think that I gave you I was driving. I gave you an idea in the beginning. I said take any call. And then I gave another one for 515.
I did the first one before you actually.
I learned the second one. Yes, right.
I did the idea.
Oh, you did the
At
idea. Okay, okay, okay,
22.
okay, okay. Yeah, I mean both of them were winners.
They
But
did wonderful, but I did not.
oh, okay. So let's hear your experience. That's good. That's a good example. So it's a good example
All I,
that the trader
all I had
wins.
time. It was the going to the next day, and I took my eye off the ball because I was at work, of course. And at 2:30, I think it was 2:30 when it took off in a positive direction. I looked at it was in a downward trend, and I was all the way down to a minus 72.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I missed the whole upswing. I missed the whole thing at work because I thought I had time. It said it was uh, expiring the next day, so I missed out on it completely.
This is a perfect example. Let me. Do you mind if I ask you how much did you buy it for?
I bought it for 0.22.
Okay. Do you mind if I ask you how many contracts did you buy?
Unfortunately, I bought 3.
Okay. So the next question is, you bought the 3 at once, right?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever tried scaling in?
Yes. I tried scaling in. The thing about it was my funds were kind of low because I took my money out of Robinhood to put it into Webull, and that whole account hadn't got set up yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't have enough room to do much scaling.
Yeah, but you already had enough money to buy 3 contracts. Why didn't you scale them in? So like buying one and then buying one and then buying one once you see the price going. That's my question. That's the scaling in.
Yes, I understand that. Yes.
Okay, so the point here is let's see where did it start. So it started at 7:11 in the morning, which is 10:11 here. Okay, 7:11 in the morning is 10:11. Oh, somewhere here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. let me see, what did I see there? Okay, first of all, as you can see, we are already at this support level, right? Oh, let's see, where is my fix? Okay, I'm gonna, because it's gonna be very confusing to show. So this was actually, I wouldn't say it's a long swing, but I think I was looking at the 15 minutes at the time. Yeah, I think so. Look at the 15 minutes. You can see the 15 minutes here. It's just beautiful. I don't know, you can take it from wherever you want. I can take it. And by the way, guys, the reason that I'm asking you to go to the PC is that see how fast I'm drawing the fibs and stuff like that, you know. It's really very fast. Yeah, I think this is what the fib looked like at that time. So as you can see, we have tested this. We barely actually went overnight to the 38.2. Okay, here RSI is not giving me much, right, because it's in the and I'm taking a swing for tomorrow, right? So that's what I saw here. So at that moment I had my target somewhere here, right? This is the ultimate target. And if somebody's following me, you will know that if the trade is invalidated and like went here and retested and then went back, I will immediately get out. But let's see what happened. Go a little bit faster because people are getting sleepy. See? Now what happened is quickly went down, but this support level actually held. Okay, and it made some profits, I think. And again, went back here. Support level held again, right? It is my target, right?
Yes.
I got my target. This is 12:30. So I took the 5-1-15 because I saw that, okay, I think it's really going. So, and then kept going up 9:30, 10:30, and what's time? What 10:30? This is where I actually decided to scalp the puts. 10:30? Yeah, somewhere here I started to scalp the puts and see what happened here. See, I'm scalping the puts. Go back. And I really meant it, like scalping means scalping. So when I say scalping, like top hat, this means that we do not expect more than like 10 or 15%. See this candle? That's actually where I took my profit on that put. That's it. It didn't last long, actually. Then it went back. I think that got with 5% or something, and immediately got rejected. And now, if you asked me whether I expected that this is actually going to happen and beat my target here, I don't know. But at least I was sure, and I told you, this was my target here, that level. That level was my target. And this is where I think I closed it. Could it actually have continued till tomorrow? As long as this will hold, And you see this actually held again here a little bit, the end of the day. But then overnight actually it got broken, and then we went. For you, Mark, is that when you actually then see the chart, will help you actually decide in many times. Maybe you went out here at this area when it was like maybe I don't know when did you exit, but maybe did you exit here? Did you exit here? I don't know. But definitely, if you see that we do have a support area here on the fibs, and even without the fibs, let's remove everything. I think that even the support and resistance will give you an idea. See, here's the same thing, support and resistance. So you still have a support level here, okay? So if you are here, you better wait a little bit to see how this support will react. If you're thinking that it's going down, it's fine. You will get panic a little bit. You will get worried, of course. But looking to the wicks, you'll find that, for example, this wick is very, very low. This is actually hanging man, which is a bullish one. And again, forget about the names. Names are not important. See, this tried to go all the way down. That candle tried to go all the way down, but then the buying pressure push it up again. Yeah, it's still red. I agree, but this doesn't give me the confidence that trade is invalidated. So as long as I enter the trade and I have target, which is here, right? This was my target, and this is the area that, if broken, it's not gonna be broken only by a wick. One candle has to be broken and retested. So broken once, retest. If it went down again, this means that okay, my setup is invalidated. I'm out. Yeah. Thank you, Margaret. Okay, so guys, this is I don't know whether this is interesting for you or not, but I think it is, at least for me. But if it is not for you, that's fine. We can call it for tonight. And before we do so, let me actually go to MSFT. A lot of people asked me about it. Why did I take trade? Yeah. Again, I took a swing. I mean choice anyway, right? No option contract before next week. But when looking at it again today, to be honest with you, first of all, it was marked as a loss. So in my self-defense, I was not 100% sure. That was a lot. That's number one. Clear with you guys. Taking this at 7:20, which means it is 10:20 server time. So somewhere here. Here. And obviously, I was betting that this level is actually going to hold. Yeah, went a little swing down. Okay. And think, hold on. So let's go to the 5 minute. Yeah, because it's more complicated than that. Okay. So yes, so I have taken it at 10:20ish something. Then yeah, somewhere here. Yes, here. So RSI is screaming down here, oversold, right? And I'm sure that I don't want to draw the fibs here, but I'm sure that this was at a significant level fibs, and we went up a little bit, then we went down again. I think that here where average down. No, I average down here this one. And to be honest, that average down was not the right timing. Although it could have been better. But looking into this right now, yeah, I mean, see, look into this. We are making higher lows. Lows, yes. So these are all higher lows, and we are making higher high, right? So this mini time frame, at least, was going well. Right? We're going well. So it made sense that I could actually average down here if this went so. And I believe that at this point, this is where I trimmed some of the position, and I alerted you guys to just manage and try to get out if you are not comfortable. Yeah, and then it started to go down all the way. I believe at the end of the day, it recovered a little bit, went back to almost break even here at the end of the day. Yeah, this is 1551. So if you remember, we bought it here, right? So it almost went back to break even at the end of the day. And this is the beauty of options if you still have time, because theta decay is not going to kick in so much. So you can have a chance to recover within the same day or even next day without really getting killed by the theta, like 0 DTE. That's why I prefer to have more time with the contract than this. Now, on the extended time, which is after hours, it took off, but then it went back to the same level here. So what I'm hoping for is that this seems like hoping that we're going to build on that and we're going to go higher with the market. Anyway, it's a lot to play. I admit it was not beautiful. Not beautiful at all. That's why I called it Lotto, but I was like, what? Can't find anything? Then this is why I started to go by chart one by one, because I didn't like SPY, I didn't like QQQ, I like all of these. And sometimes you can find like a lone wolf somehow and get some nice trade on a different sector. Anyway, that was it for this trade. I have got messages that most of the people actually got out on almost break even or a little bit of flop.
Yeah, I was in that one. I ended up getting out. You know, it was a little bumpy ride, but I got out unscathed. I don't like to have too many trades going at once, so I had some other things going. So I ended up getting out of it.
Did you get out on break even or on the loss or on a small profit?
Barely a little profit, very, very small profit. So, which is fine.
I'll take this I'll take this every day.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you're right.
And that's why I was like, barely in the morning, say, okay, what? I'm gonna alert 6% profit? Are you kidding me? But then, okay, that's fine. This is all what I can get out of that.
Green is green. Yeah, I think mine was less than 6%, so that's fine.
Yeah, but for me, actually, 6% makes a lot. My lesson learned here is that was a bad R to R because the contract was expensive. Okay, and I shouldn't be going for 6% on this coin. Like I'm risking $80 to get out of 6. That's a bad trade. So I reviewed this trade and okay, that's something that it was a bad trade. It was a bad day in general. Yeah. Like I was looking to the charts and all the day, and I didn't want to chase puts because I knew it's gonna reverse. I knew it's gonna reverse back. We are in the overall, we are in bullish trend. There is no catalyst in the market. We remember, guys, we talked about the market sentiment, and we need to understand what's going on in the market. So there is no real catalyst for us to turn to be a bearish. So in my mind, looking to the overall picture, this is just a pullback, and it's a pullback. Now, as we have discussed in the fib levels, we don't know how big it's gonna be. Pullback sometimes go to 23, sometimes go to 38, sometimes go to 50. We don't know, but still a pullback. That's what I still believe, unless something happens. Mr. Powell says something, or which is gonna be outside the control of PA. Anyway, that's all what I have today, and if you guys like these kind of sessions, like that we go live over the markets and see what happened, let me know. We can do them like every other week or something like this. If you like those kind of things, or you want to go back to the academics, still have a lot of things like I have in my agenda, like the VWAP. VWAP is also pretty nice, which I use a lot, but I don't want to show it to you here because we haven't yet like gone over it, and some other strategy. So let me know what you want next, and we can do it. Okay. All right, everyone. Any last questions here? No? Okay. Good night, everyone. Thank you.